Hey, it's me, Chris again, and I'm headed back to Union Station in DC, this time with a grand plan for an even grander Amtrak train adventure. I've decided to head south for the winter, and with stops in New Orleans, San Antonio, and Austin, it's going to be an absolutely wild 3-train, 7-day, multi-state adventure with experiences I will never forget. All that's left to do is to start in DC, so all aboard for my DMV adventure. This is the crowded Amtrak boarding area behind me, but because we are on an overnight train, we don't have to wait with the rest of the people. We get our own secret little spot. This is the Metropolitan Lounge in Amtrak, DC. They do have blueberry muffins, free sodas, and it's a much nicer place to hang out than out in the hallway with the pigeons and all the people. The best part is we have our own private boarding gate, so we get to go around all the crowds and right onto the train. Here we are, our bedroom in the Amtrak. You know what? The bedroom is pretty roomy, and I'll give you the full tour tomorrow. Train's about to leave the station, all the power just went on, we're rolling. Kind of a bummer is we're leaving in the fall, so there are no sights out the window on the entire first night of the trip. That means we're gonna have to find something to kill time. We order our food from the menu here, and they deliver it to our room. We got a special delivery. It is dinner. It's a little hot. The meals you get on these shorter night trains are microwave meals. It's not like bad, but I mean it is. And luckily for me, you get a complimentary beer with your dinner. Cheers to our first meal on the train. After dinner, the train attendant comes in and transforms your car from daytime to nighttime. And then before bed, I was just sitting here thinking, like, how cool is this? It feels like it's like 1950. Anyways, it's really soothing feeling right now. I'm getting a little bit tired. I'm ready to go to bed. So let's see y'all in the morning. One of the things I like to do when I'm on these trains is to wake up early and watch the sunrise over the countryside. Breakfast has arrived. Take a look at this. Yikes. Slimy sausage. The pancakes are actually like cornbread. It's filling up my stomach and I like it. Right now we are at a smoke stop where you can get off the train, stretch your legs. We're right outside of Atlanta, Georgia. It's not a very scenic train. There are trees on both sides of the train for like 90% of the ride so far. Welcome to a bedroom room on the Amtrak. Last time I traveled across the country on the train, I stayed in a roomette, which is a really cramped, really cozy way to travel. But I always wondered, what's the bedroom like? The first major upgrade is the space. I can kind of like even walk around. You have this big couch here, and then there is an extra seat on the side. If there's a second person, this comes down like a bunk bed. We've got our own bathroom sink. And now the part that I think might not be a bonus, the bedrooms have their own toilet shower. Let's see what that means. Basically what you do is you close the toilet seat, and then here is the shower. Just for this video, I made some makeshift shower shoes and actually used the shower, and my God. Disgusting. That's disgusting. So that's it. This is it. The bedroom on the sleeper train.
There isn't a lot to do on the train. Even if you bring your laptop and stuff, it gets boring quick. So most of the time I'm just looking out the window and basically waiting for the next meal period to happen.
Today's specialty is a big hard piece of chicken. The freight line people own all the railroad tracks. A lot of times your train is at the mercy of the freight company. For example, we've been sitting here for like 10 minutes. I think we need to take nothing to the next level and take a little bit of a nap. Just took a nap, feeling refreshed. The sun is going down right now. We're here on the last leg of the trip, just a couple hours until we're in New Orleans.
And after one more horrible train meal and 28 plus total hours, we crossed into New Orleans.
All right, we made it. We're in New Orleans.
The train arrived a little late, so we had to get to the hotel so we could go out.
We're in the hotel room in downtown New Orleans. Are you ready for the big reveal? It's not just these two outside doors. It's a balcony right on Bourbon Street. The music is loud, everything is loud. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep tonight. I don't know if I'll go to sleep tonight. This is fantastic. But what are we doing up there? The fun is out here. You know we had to go to a really cool spot. So we're at the old Absinthe House.
A 200-year-old bar.
Absinthe frappe.
With a 150-year-old drink.
So licoricey, so minty.
Woo. From a historic spot to a, well, not so historic spot.
I love this place because she said, what flavor do you want, red or blue? Jello shot in a syringe, vodka-infused gummy bears. You can't do New Orleans without live music.
Bourbon Street may be for the 23-year-old spring break crowd, but do yourself a favor, slide in to see a cover band. You won't be sorry. We also managed to get in a little late night jazz. Where else can you get Jello shots and then listen to Grammy-nominated artists only in New Orleans? And just like 20 years ago on spring break, there's only one place to end a long night on Bourbon Street.
Quick ending to the longest day of all time. Crystal, we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning from Bourbon Street. Cleaning crews hose down the streets because they have to clean up all the vomits. I'm ready for a full day of fun here in the city. Let's get ready.
Mornings on Bourbon Street look like a movie set, like it was bulldozed in the night and rebuilt in the morning.
It feels like a Hollywood abandoned ghost town. New Orleans is located right down here on the Mississippi River. Here we are, taking the ferry. The best view of the New Orleans skyline.
The streetcar is an easy way to get around New Orleans, and I took it down to the French Quarter. Lots of incredible street music and performers, so much to see, and unfortunately on this particular trip, no beignets.
This is the French market. Lots of arts, lots of crafts, lots of cool stuff. Here in the French Quarter, since 1950, Johnny's Po' Boys. Let's go get ourselves a New Orleans sandwich. This is the alligator po' boy at Johnny's. It's a massive sandwich. It's got Swiss cheese, alligator sausage. Oh my gosh, the alligator sausage is freaking amazing. But I swear, this is freaking delicious. That's the po' boy at Johnny's. They got a catfish one. I think I might have to come back and try. You gotta check it out. Thanks, Johnny, for a delicious po' boy. Johnny's Po' Boys, alligator in New Orleans. That was freaking phenomenal.
Just off the French Quarter, there's a street that's a little bit out of the ordinary. This is where you'll find one of the best dives in town, 24 hours with the, quote, worst bartenders in New Orleans. Sounds like my kind of place. This is like if a dive bar met up with the dead. It's a 24-hour bar. It's the diviest of dives. The music is awesome. The scene is awesome. I love it here. Not only did they have the local Abita strawberry lager, but they also had some amazing seating in the back.
This back section here is crazy. You've got church pews as seats.
Several blocks away was a similarly strange bar with the opposite crowd, tourists. But when finally getting a seat at the famous rotating carousel bar, I just let it spin me right round, baby, right round.
I never thought I'd feel like this. Never thought I could. Thought I'd be on my shit.
Next up, an Uber away from Bourbon Street and towards the sunset, passing some of the fancy French mansions of New Orleans along the way, looking for an escape from crazy and a chill night in the Crescent City.
I decided to come out far, far away from Bourbon Street because I heard there's some really awesome oysters here. It's Cooter Brown.
Like this, feel like this.
At Cooters, we got a black and tan and an Abita bomb, Jaeger and root beer. Oh, why I'm doing this? Cheers to New Orleans.
I never thought I'd feel like this. Feel like this. Never thought I could. Thought I'd be on my shit. Spending my time in love like I should. And no more struggling, I'm all good. Yeah. I never thought I'd feel like this. Feel like
The oysters are good. The cocktail sauce is good. Great choice. Cooter Brown. Now there's a very important question. How do we get back? I think I see the trolley over there. Let's hop on and see if it takes us there.
this. Never thought I could. Thought I'd be on my shit. Spending my time in love like I should.
Now we're at Superior Seafood. They got a really nice bar. Classy place. Frozen bourbon Slurpee. Well, we finally did it. We got the New Orleans specialty, the char-grilled oyster. Let's try one.
Be on my shit.
Oh my gosh. They're cheesy, they're garlicky, they're freaking good.
Never thought I could.
Why the heck do they not have these at regular restaurants?
Spending my time in love like I should. And no more struggling, I'm all good.
For the final drinks of the night, the New Orleans specialty, the Sazerac. And just for good measure, I had my guy Jonah at the Sazerac bar whip me up a famous gin fizz to cap the night off. Good night, New Orleans.
Feel like this. Feel like.
We tried to jam-pack everything New Orleans into one tiny day. We'll have to come back to finish it all. But farewell from my Bourbon Street balcony. Next train, Sunset Limited. Here we are on the Sunset Limited train. We are under a delay, and the conductor just told us why. The dishwasher is broken.
Repairs were made and we were on the move. This train, the Sunset Limited, has so many more scenic views out the window. It was a much more enjoyable trip.
This is the observation car. You've got the windows at the top and on the sides. This is the actual dining car, which we didn't have on the previous train. Typically on a long trip, this place will be full and you'll have strangers sitting with you, which is kind of neat. You get to meet some new people. I love the meal periods on the train ride because it really breaks up the trip.
Before I knew it, the sun was already setting and the views were about to get dark.
Back at it for dinner. And now is the most horrible, boring part about train travel, when the sun goes down and there's nothing I can do to make the time go by quicker. We get another little smoke stop here in Houston, San Antonio. The Amtrak station here in San Antonio is like a 15-minute walk to the actual downtown. The big attraction down here is the Riverwalk. This river, this like lazy river type canal goes through San Antonio's downtown, and it's giving us a shortcut to our hotel.
Unfortunately, the train got in so late at night there wasn't much time to do anything but take a walk along the river and go to the hotel.
We have arrived in the hotel room in San Antonio, and yeah. Walking out of my hotel, hungry, and then aside from God.
It's Whatevs Burger, one of my favorite fast food spots and a perfect starting meal for a day in the city.
Cheers and whatevs, bro. We gotta get this in DC.
I downed the burger and walked along the fairy tale lazy river that is the San Antonio Riverwalk. It's pretty cool, but one thing is certain, everywhere you look and every path you take takes you to another tourist trap, money grab, or spectacle, and it all leads to the Alamo.
Member? Welcome to the Alamo.
The Alamo is free to visit, so no reason not to stop by and give it a peek. If you aren't there to learn, you can see everything in about 5 minutes.
All right, I've been searching here for like an hour, and I still can't find the basement.
There's no basement at the Alamo.
After the Alamo, I walked around a few different areas of the city to see what was going on and to have a little fun.
This waterfall park down here by the tower is very interesting.
Despite not even being able to see the top, I still paid the $16 to check it out.
0 visibility. Clouds are literally floating in. I'm in a cloud right now.
There are a bunch of crowded tour boats, but the best way to enjoy the river peacefully is to take the Go Rio boat shuttle bus.
Taking the Go Rio.
At the end of the ride, the driver ruined the start of this marriage proposal, but eventually moved the boat out of the way, and it looks like she did say yes. From a truly Texas proposal to a truly authentic Mexican market, San Antonio is truly interesting.
This is El Mercado in San Antonio. It is freaking awesome. They've got so much cool stuff here.
Live music, amazing street food, lively culture, and 100 different shops, El Mercado is a must visit for absolutely everyone.
Alcoholic Doritos. We did it, Yorit Bros. We did it. I wish we got here so much earlier, but unfortunately they're closing. It's a Sunday. Adios, El Mercado. There are scooters everywhere. I made it back to the hotel. Downtown San Antonio is like every restaurant is a Hooters or a Jimmy Buffett or whatever tourist attraction. So we had to come a little bit farther away from downtown to Pete's Taco House. Salsa is freaking phenomenal.
The first thing I had to grab off the menu was a giant breakfast taco.
Starting with a bacon, egg, and chorizo taco. Great breakfast taco. But we didn't come here for regular tacos. We came here for puffy tacos. San Antonio specialty, the puffy tacos. See how the tortilla is all puffed up? We got the ground beef one. It looks awesome. Let's try it. It's fluffy, it's puffy, it's floaty, and best of all, it is delicious. Shirts and tacos, I think they're better puffy.
But I don't want to be a pirate!
When the sun goes down in San Antonio, the Riverwalk lights up and it feels like you're transported to a magical wonderland. But tonight we're leaving the Riverwalk again to go back to the tower because the clouds are gone and our admission is still valid. The views from the tower at night are spectacular.
And now the clouds have cleared up and it's nighttime and the views are awesome.
You can also get some great views of the city from the bar at the top of the tower, or you can get a reservation at the rotating restaurant.
All right, DMVers, awesome day in San Antonio, and the best part about staying in a hotel on the Riverwalk is we're already home. Beep, beep, beep. Who doesn't love waking up at 5:45 in the morning? And we gotta walk to the train station and travel to Austin. Let's do it. Coach for this one, $15, 2.5 hours from San Antonio to Austin. All aboard.
The train from San Antonio to Austin travels through the flatlands of Texas countryside. Not too many views unless you like cows, but it's cheap, comfortable, and super convenient.
All right, final city on the tour, Austin, Texas.
The train pulled into Austin early and it wasn't time to check into the hotel yet, so I had a full morning of exploring this awesome city.
Welcome to Austin.
The best way to see all the sights of the city is to hop on a scooter and just start cruising through the hot Texas air. From the university to the eclectic neighborhoods, the sights and sounds keep Austin big, weird, and fun. After exploring Austin, it was time to check into the hotel, which had a really cool lobby.
Here's the view from the 13th floor. Yeah, I didn't know they did that anymore, but today, 13's our lucky number because we're in Austin. When you're in Texas, you gotta get barbecue, and since I'm in Austin, I had to stop at Terry Black's.
Terry Black's is a premier barbecue spot in Austin and in Texas overall.
If you didn't think I'd get Texas barbecue, you were wrong. We've got turkey, brisket, and it's melting off. But this is the main bad boy. Check out this beef rib. .2 pounds charred blackness. Oh my goodness, this is insane. I'm gonna eat it like a freaking caveman, baby.
The rib is massive, delicious, and expensive. It brought my plate total to $90.
It's like melty and soft and pillowy. It's like a fluffy little dream. My gosh, that's good. I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to walk after eating it.
It's official. This is the best barbecue I've ever had.
All that remains of the 3-ish pounds of food that I just ate. Come to Austin, I think you gotta come to Terry Black's.
The only thing hotter than the barbecue was the temperature, so I went up to the rooftop pool at the Omni Hotel to cool down. And from one rooftop to the other, it was time to enjoy that amazing Austin sunset.
I like to be at the highest point in the city possible, and they got a rooftop bar up here at the Westin. And that looks like it might be the highest spot.
I grabbed a frozen summer drink, headed over to the edge, and watched the beautiful sunset beyond the skyline. Right after sunset, everyone gathers by the Congress Ave Bridge to see Austin's most famous residents, the Bats. Would I be lucky enough to see some? There are up to 1.5 million of them, and they fly away from the bridge every night. It's a much cooler sight in the summer when it's light out, so I left early and flew out of the darkness across the bridge and to my own crazy night on the town.
This is 6th Street. It's also known as the Dirty because like college kids and people are going crazy down here.
While the young crowd is looking for beer pong, shots, and dancing, I was looking for some live music and popped my head in a few different spots on 6th Street.
And I heard some of the best burgers in Austin are right here on 6th Street at Casino El Camino. Burger is humongous. It's got this steak sauce on it, mushrooms, jalapeno, cheddar bun, onions, thick, and freaking delicious.
The burger was amazing, the music was fun, but there was one more secret left on 6th Street to discover.
For this next spot, there's a mural here. And then there's what appears to be a sketchy alley with dumpsters through here. The way you know there's a speakeasy is there's gonna be some red lights outside of the door. Let's go.
That's right, our final stop of the night was a secret speakeasy with no sign and only a backdoor alley entrance.
Drinks here are themed after like actual remedies.
The bartender AJ was more like an apothecary, healing me with every drink.
This one is based on blackberries, which are good for heart health, including a flower served in a swan.
Eden is the place where you can sneak away from the debauchery of 6th Street for real drinks in a cozy and quiet, vomitless setting. And it was the perfect way to end the night. After a long night and a few Advil, it was time to get back out there. And when I saw a giant donut on the side of the road holding a beer, I made an unexpected stop.
It's Gordeau's Big Fat Donuts.
The menu looked incredible, but one breakfast donut caught my eye.
Big Fat Donut is right. Look at this, real bacon, tons of maple icing on there, and the donut is so golden brown and crispy looking. This looks amazing. All right, we got Mr. Gordeau here. We got Mr. DMV Adventures. I think it's time to try this massive, big effing donut. Cheers, my friend. Oh my God, this is good. Oh my God. This is the best breakfast I've ever had. It's awesome, dude. I think there are tons of places to get donuts in Austin, but do yourself a favor, cross the bridge, come out to Gordeau's, and get yourself a big fatty, baby.
My final day in Austin, and one mission remained: to find the best tacos in the city, and I think I did.
Cuantos tacos.
Cuantos tacos means how many tacos, and for me, the answer was todos.
Oh my gosh, this is like the greatest thing ever. We got one of each of their mini tacos, brisket, mushrooms, chorizo, beef cheek, carnitas, pork. This is exactly how I like my tacos. The onion, the cilantro, little sizes. Why am I still talking? Let's get some. We're in Texas. We gotta start with the suadero, that brisket. The meat speaks for itself. It's crammed in there. Brisket and tacos in Austin in the same place. Can't beat it. The coolest part is these tacos are so small, you can get one of each one and try everything they got. That salsa adds another kick to it as well. Sadly, the final bite. You know what? The perfect meal to end the perfect trip. Let's get back to DC. I don't know if you're familiar with this trick, but I just randomly decided to do it halfway through the trip, and it saved so much room in my bag. It was amazing. It went from an exploding bag to plenty of space. All it is a thing of beauty.
Before leaving, I decided to check out Franklin Barbecue, and I knew I couldn't eat there because you have to get there at like 6 in the morning. People sit around with coolers of beer in lawn chairs waiting for it to open. So instead, it was off to the airport, and the airport was crowded, but I found a little workaround. I was able to buy a ticket to the VIP lounge, which meant free food, free drinks, and away from the crowds. Eventually, it was time to board the plane, and you might notice that after 7 days on the train, I decided to treat myself. Three cities, 3 trains, 7 days, almost 48 hours on the tracks, and over 3,000 miles traveled. Such an incredible journey, and it was totally worth it. Thank you for joining me on the tracks to New Orleans and Texas, and I look forward to seeing you on my next DMV adventure.